Hey guys, this is Tirrell Payton coming at you with another Nooma Nugget. Imagine you're part of an HCP marketing team and the FDA just released new clinical guidelines changing the recommended treatment protocol for a condition that one of your drugs treat. The clock is ticking and now we need to update HCPs on these changes. In a traditional setting, this is how it would typically go. Someone would call a meeting to set strategy because everyone loves strategy. And so you would meet and discuss and meet and discuss, potentially for weeks. It'll be a very thorough discussion, but it will slow things down. Call it 2 weeks. Then, whenever we need to make decisions on taking action, every decision has to go up to the part of the organization where people make decisions and approve things, and then that messaging has to come all the way back down for action to be taken. This also slows things down, and so if you're lucky, it'll only take another couple weeks, so call it 4 weeks total at this point. Then, the team has to review and wordsmith and review and wordsmith, and in a worst case scenario, send the content over to a marketing review committee for legal and regulatory to review and wordsmith to create the perfect messaging that creates zero risk exposure to the company. So at a minimum, that's going to be 2 more weeks. So now we're at 6. By the time all this happens, the biggest risk is that the information is outdated. I counted 6 weeks, which is about half a quarter. This lag means that HCPs have probably already adapted to the messaging, but not based on insights that came from your company and your HCP marketing team, but from insights that came from your competitors, and that's no good at all. So now I'll talk about how I would coach a team to approach this in a more agile fashion. Step 1, I would get everyone together to outline what needs to get done and then break down deliverables into smaller increments that can be completed in a day, 1 day. This means if you have 5 people and you break things down to 1-day increments, within 1 day, you can get 5 days of work done. I would also make sure this team is cross-functional with not just people from HCP marketing, but also legal, regulatory, and medical affairs. We want to make sure the right people are in the room for the right information to make decisions and prevent any last-minute hiccups in alignment down the line. Next, I would have the team produce initial drafts of the communication materials, minimally viable, on the same day and then solicit feedback. This collaboration will accelerate the content development process. The team would meet every day in a structured format. 1, to review and align on updates from yesterday, and 2, to prioritize and commit to updates to be made today. And then once a week, I would have the team meet and leverage that same time to review and align on insights coming from messages in the field, and to prioritize and commit to new messaging and tactics to be rolled out. So in this case, approaching this in a more agile fashion, in 5 business days, this team will have aligned, prioritized, drafted, reviewed, updated, and potentially deployed messaging. Contrast that with the traditional method, which would take about 6 weeks. Agile makes all the difference here. The agile approach allows you to respond faster. The cross-functional teams mean you have fewer handoffs and fewer meetings and faster decisions. And the team is set up not only to respond initially, but also set up to make ongoing adjustments as needed. This continuous improvement makes all the difference. This has been Tirrell Payton with your Nooma Nugget. Stay agile and stay ahead. Have a fantastic day.